Is good here. I gave your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. We've got a lefty against a righty, gentlemen, so I'm going to caution now. Watch the heads. All right, touch gloves. Back to your corner.
Who has to fight better here? Is it Chocolatito, who didn't get the win, the official decision the first time? Or is it Soren Visai, who maybe got away with one in terms of the official decision the first time? Or does that mean they both need to fight better?
Oh my God.
And does that mean we get an even better fight than the first one, which was pretty much the fight of the year until Anthony Joshua and Klitschko?
Younger generation referee for this fight, and Thomas Taylor. In California, you have a lot of real veteran referees. Taylor is a younger guy on the way up. The fight in Madison Square Garden made clear this could be a difficult fight to referee, but in his early assignments that we've seen, Taylor is doing really well. So here's round one between Soren Visai in the yellow and red trunks and Chocolatito in the blue and white. Remember, it was in round one in New York when Soren Visai scored the knockdown that ultimately delivered the point that won the fight for him. From the beginning, Gonzalez seems to make clear that he wants to use his feet and be in more different places tonight against Soren Visai than was the case the first time around. Moving to his left there as Soren Visai reaches with the left hand. And Chocolatito immediately says, okay, you're coming at me with your head again.
Action on headbutt, no cut. Guys, watch the heads, watch the heads. Watch the heads.
I just don't know if I would change too much if I were Chocolatito. Yes, he didn't get the win. But I think most people thought he did win, convincingly.
Yeah, I don't think it's any major changes that Chocolatito have to make. I just think he needs to be more defensively responsible because Soren Visai is definitely coming back after Chocolatito punches, and he has to use a little bit more movement, subtleties, not a lot of big things.
Well, I'm always worried when a fighter says, okay, I need to stay away from the butts. Stay away from butts. They're part of the flow of the action. If you're fighting against a southpaw, it's almost always going to be a possibility. If you concentrate on that instead of on mounting your offense, aren't you headed in the wrong direction?
You're focusing on the wrong thing. You have to let the referee officiate the fight, and you have to focus on the actual fight itself.
Meantime, both of these guys over the age of 30, which, although fighters are affected much later into life than they used to be, you know, due to training and nutrition and all kinds of other stuff. Fewer fights, less wear and tear. Especially the tiny weight divisions, they age more quickly because maybe they're more speed reliant.
A heavyweight at 30 might just be getting started. A 30-year-old flyweight seems to be on the downside.
But usually as guys age, it leads to more offensive exchanges.
Round one is sort of a scratch and sniff round. Neither guy mounting any big stuff, but Soren Visai threw more punches and landed more punches.
Breathe.
How do you feel? How do you feel? You want water?
Very good, very good. You're doing everything good. You're supposed to do. Keep bouncing on your feet. Keep your feet active. Keep your feet active. Straight left, right hook. Straight left, right hook. Keep your feet bouncing. Keep your feet bouncing.
Brand new trainer for Chocolatito Gonzalez tonight, Sendai Tanaka, a Japanese trainer who speaks Spanish. Chocolatito has known him for years, used to fight a lot in Tokyo. His promoter, the Taiken promotion, is from Tokyo. But between rounds, Andre Ward, I didn't like the look on his face. He didn't look happy and he didn't look comfortable.
Yeah, Chocolatito, I didn't like the first round at all. I think Soren Visai definitely controlled the action, landed some heavy shots, and right now Chocolatito looks like he doesn't have any answers.
Well, in a way, Chocolatito's been hoodwinked into not being Chocolatito. Hey, you didn't get the win when you've always otherwise gotten the win in your career. And the kind of actual events that occurred in that fight are being whitewashed because of the official decision. And now he's back to fighting this round a little more like Chocolatito, a little more aggressively, and he's having more success.
Exactly. Suddenly a different fighter as he starts to move his hands and fire away the way we've seen him do through most of his career. That was definitely not what happened in round number 1. Once Chocolatito gets into a rhythm and the combination punching begins to flow, he's really something magical to watch.
They used to say in the old days that a championship makes a fighter 50% better. In other words, he now believes in himself in a new way and has even more to fight for, to defend. And Soren Visai is fighting this fight with real confidence, as though he's the boss in there.
I felt when we met with the two of them yesterday that was the case. Soren Visai has a new sense of self. He really believes that he won a fight that he deserved to win and is the champion because he deserves to be that way. Chocolatito, I was surprised, was very honest that at 115 pounds, he doesn't have the same control of his opponents he used to have. But now he's landing combinations in round 2 as it's a give-and-take round for both fighters.
Well, that's somewhat of a red flag when you hear a fighter verbalize that. Again, that's not something I would ever do, but maybe it's something he needs to do, is to be honest with himself about the move up in weight and the effect he's having. That remains to be seen. Soren Visai said he trained four months for this fight instead of 2 months. We got to keep an eye on if that was too much training and if he overtrained for this rematch with Chocolatito.
To this point in the second round, Soren Visai has thrown 47 more punches than Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. You used to never see anybody throw more punches than Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. So times have changed, and Soren Visai, though he's taking some leather, continues to fight confidently.
And Chocolatito did less in this fight. He's been known to go 200, 180 rounds. He sparred about 126, 130 rounds in this fight. Did away with the weight, so he did less when Soren Visai did more.
In the books, the blue and white trunks.
Talk about Chocolatito's punch output. One of the reasons he's been able to remain so successful as he moved up in weight categories is he's always been a punching machine. You know, yes, the power didn't have the same effect as he moved up, but there were so many punches. He was crazy devastating in the super small weight divisions because those endless combinations were thrown with real power. But even as he moved up, it was just a punching machine. And if you take that away from him, what's going to distinguish him in a fight like this?
He's got to find a way, Max. I mean, if you're going to be mentioned in that top 10 of the pound-for-pound list, when you move up in weight, you got to find a way to get things done. Even if your power doesn't travel, guys are bigger, you got to find a different way mentally to get inside and do what you need to do and execute your game plan to get the win.
Well, he did. But now maybe the decision in the last fights convinced him to do otherwise.
Hard right hand to the body by Chocolatito. Starting the fight with a little bit more confidence here in round number 3.
Getting hit a lot more in this fight than he did in the first.
Yeah, Max, he just seems hesitant, like he's throwing back, but he doesn't seem to have the conviction that he did this fight as he did the first fight.
I don't care who you are. If you're unbeaten, even if you're 44-0, there's somebody out there who might have your number. It's quite possible that Chocolatito in Srisaket Soren Visai has simply found the guy, the one person on the planet who might have his number.
Still early to tell, but it's kind of looking like that at the moment.
The problem with that, Jim, is we both watched Quadras, and Quadras did better than Soren Visai, I felt, you know? But because he didn't get the official decision, Chocolatito didn't feel the need to change anything. But here the decision has him changing his style, and against a newly very confident fighter.
Something has altered his confidence, and maybe he can get it back as the action continues here.
He has to obviously respect Soren Visai's power, a very strong puncher.
Soren Visai is throwing heavy shots to the head and the body.
This is tremendous action from both fighters, but if anyone is landing with more authority in these first 3 rounds, it is Srisaket Sorungbisa.
No question.
Hard left hand by Sorungbisa. If you're going to be an offensive fighter, you're going to give away a little bit on defense. Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez has never been a winner because of his defense. He's been a winner because of his amazing offense. If somebody's going to rise up to match that offense, it's going to leave him one to have it through 3.
Okay, Jim, I got a 3-0, 30-27, Srisaket Sorungbisa. I tell you, Jim, I think that the guy's not punching Chocolatito. Plain and simple. He's landing more. He's landing harder. He's landing at that right hook to the body. Look at that. Constantly, he seems to be getting off first, and he throws good combinations. What else can you ask for? Look at that.
Down goes Chocolatito on a colossal right hook by Srisaket Sorungbisa.
6.
Thomas Taylor reaches 7 in the
8.
count.
Walk this way.
Chocolatito gets
Walk
up,
this way.
not terribly
Back here.
steadily.
Come here. You okay?
Guys, it just looks like the end of Chocolatito.
It certainly does. There's a body shot by Sorungbisa.
He's extremely hurt right now. One more shot gets in there, it could be all over.
Over and over, Chocolatito has come forward toward Sorungbisa, and rather than to throw, has allowed Sorungbisa to throw first at him.
It's not simply that Chocolatito's... That's
Out he
it.
goes a second time, and this is it. This is over. He is knocked out. Tremendous performance. Spectacular performance by a young man who may have just grown into the championship he won unexpectedly in New York.
This is a chapter of boxing history, and by that I mean, in every era, there are examples that illuminate truths about the sport.
You just saw his girlfriend, Chocolatito's girlfriend, running away from the ring, Sofia Munguia. And in that round, you saw Srisaket Sorungbisa land 2 colossal power shots directly on the chin of Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. And I don't know if that's the end of his career, but it certainly appears to mark the end of him as a super talent in the sport.
As I was saying, in every era, there are fights that illuminate truths about the sport. And here is an example in this era of seemingly Andre Ward, even the fact that he wasn't first, he's always first. His ability to take a punch, his seeming, all seemed
losses rather than your wins. This, too much, will be what people remember about Chocolatito.
And this is a great career. He's had 46 victories. He's been on the pound-for-pound list. And like you said, these last 2 fights, and mainly this fight in this moment, is what he's going to be remembered for. You're absolutely right.
It's not just the knockout, guys, which was devastating, but it was the fact that he was getting beaten. A guy who usually wins all the rounds, right, getting beaten by a more plodding fighter who he seemed to have his way with in the first fight. He was getting beaten to the punch, in a way outboxed and certainly outslugged in each of the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, Chocolatito was never really in this second fight.
He was 46-0 with 38 knockouts 6 months ago. Now it will be...
This contest comes to an end. The official time, 1 minute, 18 seconds, round number 4. The winner by knockout victory, and still the reigning WBC Super Flyweight Champion of the world, from Bangkok, Thailand, Srisaket Sorungbisa.